So your girl attempted a 10-day egg diet and I failed at it. And this video is going to explain the processes I went through, on what day I failed, what I think I did wrong, and what I think I can do better. So if it's something you want to see, then keep on watching. See, this time I knew I was ready to do something about my life, because I have just been doing a lot of diet and I had been failing, and I made an entire video showing you guys why I had been failing. Okay, I haven't posted that video. I changed my mind about putting out that video just because of a lot of reasons, but you guys should just know I have tried multiple diets and it didn't work. So this time I spoke with my sister and she said, just prepare yourself mentally. It's not something I've not heard, but this time coming from her, you know, I decided to take it very seriously. She said, prepare yourself mentally, take a few days and just indulge, and then get ready to get to work. So I did that and I was actually ready. So let me even tell you how ready I was. Normally when I'm ready, I'll say, okay, I'll start next Monday. But this, I was so ready on a Thursday or on a Wednesday that I decided, you know, I'm starting the next day, which is Thursday. I didn't have a lot of things in the house, but I still decided, like, a lot of things I would use for this diet. So I decided, okay, start when you go out on Thursday, you could stock up on everything you need. And that's what I decided to do. Now day one, I did my weighing for you guys, by the way. I think I'll be cutting this video to be inserting clips of things I did, you know, while on this journey. So I did my weigh-in, I did my measurement, I measured my tummy, because that's like my major problem area. You guys already know about PCOS belly. So I decided in 10 days I wanted to take 2 inches out of my tummy and maybe lose the 10 kg the diet says I was supposed to lose. Now, before I continue, I need to state that I was trying to follow the Versatile Vicky's diet. I think that's her name on YouTube. I'll write the real thing here. Versatile Vicky or Victoria, I'm not sure. She said we're supposed to lose 10 kg if you do the egg diet for 10 days. And I thought that's a good way to actually boost, you know, stuff. Start it and then move on to my OMAD after 10 days. Now day one didn't go so well. I had serious car troubles, and that made me spend quite some time on the road, some time in the mechanic. I was just mad. But do you know the funny thing is, in all of these disappointments, I did not mess up on my diet. But the diet states that for breakfast you're supposed to have 3 eggs and a cup of green tea. For lunch, you're supposed to have 3 eggs, 1 apple, a cup of green tea. Then in the evening, you're supposed to have 1 apple. For dinner, you're supposed to have oatmeal and green tea. Now, you're also allowed to snack on like cucumbers and carrots, and I think 2 of them, cucumbers and carrots. So that's supposed to be what her diet is. And I knew I couldn't follow that. That's like too much eating in a day. Like, it just means you're eating every 2 hours, and it's not the kind of life I'm used to. You guys know I'm an OMAD girl, so I decided to just keep it strictly 3 meals a day. So have the breakfast, have the lunch, and have the oatmeal and green tea for dinner. Skip all the evening apples, skip all the cucumbers, skip all the carrots, right? That was the plan. So since I didn't have apples and green teas in the house, I decided I was going to get that on Thursday when I go out. So because I had all the car issues that I just mentioned, that didn't happen. In fact, I didn't even have breakfast before leaving the house. So you can imagine being hungry, staying for a very long period of time outside, like unplanned, in a very uncomfortable situation, and yet I didn't mess up my diet. Because I already boiled my eggs before I left the house, I still didn't eat anything. Got home for lunch, ate the 3 eggs for lunch, and I still didn't buy green tea because I forgot I didn't buy apple. So I had 3 eggs for lunch, and for dinner I think I had 2 eggs for dinner, and that was it. I closed for the day, and I was still feeling okay. I was grateful that I was able to do the much I could do, because guys, let me tell you, whenever I'm on any of these diets, the biggest my biggest failures always come on day 1 and day 2. Day 1 just because I'm telling myself, is this worth it? Day 2 because I just get tired on that day. So I just told myself, if I can follow through on day 1 and day 2, I think the rest of the days will be a lot easier, and that's what I tried to do. So now on day 2, it still went good because, you know, like I said, I had car troubles and I was just mad I had car troubles. So I decided to buy a new of this and that. So I bought new batteries, new tires, and so on. So I did all of that day, got the tires fixed. And that still took me out of my schedule for the day. But that day, I think I had 3 eggs for breakfast like I was supposed to. Yeah, I had 3 eggs for breakfast. For lunch, that one lingered. I was so dehydrated. I kept drinking water, but I was tired. Think about it. I had only 5 eggs the previous day, and I had 2 eggs today. Then that's day 2. So it just made me so tired. But I still didn't mess the diet up, you guys. I came back home and did I have dinner? Yes, I had dinner. I think I had 3 eggs for dinner. I didn't have oatmeal all through. And that's part of the issues. I'm going to let you know all the issues, and if you're going to go on that diet, what you should avoid. Because honestly, I still think the diet works. I think there's no issue with the diet. I think I just did a lot of things wrong, right? I feel like this light is changing. I hope you can still see me. Day 3, which was on a Saturday, like I said, started on a Thursday. Day 3 was Saturday. I still went good. But day 3 evening, I couldn't sleep. God, you guys, that was when I knew. I think ketosis was kicking in. My head was hurting. I was tired. I kept drinking water. I just kept telling myself, you cannot fail again. You cannot fail again. You cannot fail at this again. You can't. So I managed to sleep and I didn't mess up my diet. Now day 4 was Sunday. I got my kids ready for church and then went to church. Okay, now that's where it started to go downhill. In church, I couldn't stand for long minutes. Like when everybody's standing and praising, and I usually love the praise and worship session, but I just couldn't do it. I would sit down halfway. I would sit down in between a lot of standing moments. I was just tired. I was just weak. I was just yawning. Honestly, at that point, I was weak. I wasn't understanding stuff anymore. It got worse when we were going home from church. My kids would talk to me and I'll be like, yeah, you're right. Even when I'm supposed to say something else, I'll just be like, yeah. And in that moment, I didn't know this can't continue. I have these kids here. They don't give it that. They don't care if you're doing a diet. And honestly, they are my first priority. So in that moment, I thought, okay, let me get something to just eat once. And then we continue. So then I got home, made Sunday rice for everybody, and then I ate rice. I just took a little portion like this size and had, and it was like I just opened the floodgates of hunger, because then hunger just came like bam, 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 like banging at my door. So I took the second plate, which was a little bigger, and then finally I took the third plate. So that was my first mess up on day 4. I ate 3 plates of rice on day 4. I felt a little bad. I didn't feel as bad as I even thought I was going to feel, because I was good. And I honestly, like, I know that second and third plate was, or maybe the third plate was overreaching, but the first and second plates were necessary. I was incoherent, you guys. I couldn't even understand stuff going on around me. So then I continued. Day 5 was good. Day 6 again, I cheated again. So day 6 was the last day I even, tried the diet. After I cheated on day 6, I just told myself, what are you even doing? You and I know, even if you attempt day 7, you still cheat on day 8. So I decided that it was enough. I wasn't going to do it anymore. All these days, I didn't weigh myself. I think I weighed myself on day 5, and I had lost like 4 kg. which was good because I honestly didn't feel like I was losing anything while I was on the diet. I just felt obviously lighter. I could run up and down staircases easier than I would have, you know, before I started the diet. But I didn't feel like I was losing any weight. So when I saw about 4.6 kg, it made me so excited. But you know, I just couldn't keep up with it because I was supposed to be doing a lot of things and those were not going well. So I decided that it was enough. I couldn't just continue. All right. So now that you guys know the story, let me tell you everything I think I did wrong. My first mistake was not following the diet verbatim. The diet is supposed to be a 900 calorie diet, and honestly, if I was consuming 900 calories daily, I think I would have been stronger, my metabolism will have been faster, and the green tea will have helped. So bear in mind, I'm supposed to have green tea multiple times every day. That should have helped with my strength level and with my metabolism boost. But because I failed at the green tea part, I actually eventually got the apples. I got the green tea on day, I think on day 2. But even at that, I just didn't follow the beginning. I already messed up at the beginning, so my strength level were not adding up at all. So if you're going to do the Versatile Vicky's diet, my suggestion to you would be follow the diet strictly. Don't try to, you know, cut corners. You could still skip the snacks if you're not hungry, but I think the 3 meals, the 3 cups of green tea, non-negotiable. You should try to have those. Don't skip any meal, even if you're not hungry. Just don't tell yourself I'm not hungry and skip anything. Just try to consume them. They are not even a lot, so it's not like you're going to be bloated afterwards. You could maybe cut down on 1 egg or something in every meal, but don't just skip your meal altogether, okay? That will be my advice if you're going to go on this diet. But I think it works because I lost 5-point-something kg in 5 days, or 4-point-something kg in 5 days, considering the fact that I cheated on day 4. So you would see that if I didn't cheat, I would have been getting 6 kg on that day 5. I don't think it's a bad diet to try. I'm still going to try it again. Maybe I won't do it for like extended periods, like 10 days. So I may do mine for 5 days. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll do a 5-day version of it. Then maybe take a few days break and continue the other 5 days. That's another thing I think you can do if you don't think you can handle 10 days straight. Because I actually went, after I messed up, I went to YouTube to look for others who had tried the diet just to know if something is wrong with me or if it's something that happens. And then I realized that quite a number of people always mess up around day 6 because it's not sustainable. And as much as you don't hate eggs, you don't want to be eating boiled eggs every single day. I mean, it gets boring, it gets nauseating. I don't think it's the best thing, okay? So that's how my 10-day diet went. Have you tried it before? Do you think you'll be trying it? I think I'll be trying it really soon. Really soon, like next week soon. So guys, leave a comment below if you have tried it or if you think you're still motivated to try, and I would definitely love to engage with you in the comment section, okay? I'll see you all in my next video. All right, bye.